Never thought I'd have an honest-to-goodness job.
That's good. Give me a...
Never thought I'd have an honest-to-goodness job.
You're not going to if you don't give me a coffee.
Oh, and I'm the type of guy who will never settle down. Where pretty girls are, well, you know that I'm around.
So I decided to have a few hours sleep. I figure I deserve it. I'm pretty much the only person doing any work around here, except apparently for Clem, who has worked through the night and is ready to talk to me. Oh, you're having breakfast, are you? I'm so glad you found the cooking station. I would hate for you to be peckish. Yes, I'm a little bit snippy with the vault dwellers at the moment because they do seem to be doing sweet Fanny Adams. And granted, that's because I haven't assigned them to anything. But there are times when you can't help but wonder how hard it would be for them to just show a bit of initiative and pick up a broom or do some hammering. Oh well. But, is that all the beds? At least we've got the basics now. We've actually got the basics of a vault. I am going to do way more with it. What I'm thinking... I've changed my mind a few times, believe it or not. What I'm thinking is this is going to be the central hub. Originally I was thinking, you know, a dining hall. But actually what I think is we will make this a kind of meeting mall type place. And I'm going to have an upper layer, like a balcony, so people can walk and look down here. And then I think we'll have some shops. Maybe we'll have a bar. Maybe we can have some snooker tables. Just overall a kind of communal, everyone gets together and has fun kind of thing. Then maybe I'll make a slightly better dining area, maybe on this side. Because I'm thinking of having the living quarters somewhere down there. I'm probably going to wander around actually in power armor and do a little bit of planning. Down there is the water plant, so perhaps anything to do with food. We're going to need some food making facilities. I'm thinking, you know, some we can have those over here, I guess. Although again, I think this is going to be my atrium area. And it would be kind of nice if we had food and water all together down there somehow. But we're going to be having a lot of distance for such a few settlers. And then maybe we'll have engineering over here. God knows how much engineering there is to do, to be honest. And can I remove any of this? Oh, I can move these. These are what? These vault railings? I can actually remove these. What about the floors? I can't remove the vault, but I can remove the railings. I may do that because we may have just some passages going down inside the vault. So yeah, this is what I'm thinking. I've got some vague ideas, but this is going to be the communal area. We're probably going to have security checkpoints in case we get invaded at different places, and security access ports to the outside area where I'm probably going to do all the things like wiring. So that's the current thinking. However, right now I should go and check on Clem.
So damn hungry. Maybe I'll get another drink.
Who has been...
Glad I'm in here and not out there.
Okay, nice of you to say. It's a bit dark, isn't it?
You here to check up? I got a customer right here. Want some more refreshment?
What the heck's in that? I had a Nuka-Cola once. And this stuff.
I know, right? It's got special chemicals in it.
No shit. Well, whatever it is, call me a fan.
Okay, excellent. So they like their beverages. It is dark and dingy. We're going to move... Please tell me we can actually move this. Why won't it let me go into the menu? Go into the menu. Go. Why are you... Go into the menu. Okay, it really does not want me to go into the menu. Okay, maybe we should talk to the Overseer first. Maybe it's like, really, talk to the Overseer. I just want to move something. No. Talk to the Overseer. Hello, Overseer.
Caffeine. Well, it does improve productivity,
It does?
but really...
You know,
and
really it
together
does.
with the dubious success of the power cycle, I really am beginning to question your commitment to the project. But you can still redeem yourself. The Hippocratic Oath. A solemn vow to do no harm. Well, roughly that's what it means. I don't want to get into interpreting dusty Latin textbooks. But that core sentiment of the medical community runs counter to what we're trying to accomplish here. Doctors shouldn't put their patients' welfare first. Instead, their sole focus should be the collective good. You understand, of course.
No. I could see needing to strike a different balance here. I mean, look, there are times when, you know, if a patient's got some pathogen that will kill everyone, then the needs of the many, you overwhelm the needs of the one in that particular case. But times are desperate, we must do what we must to survive. Yeah. That just sounds like a way round having to think long term. The Hippocratic Oath is there for a reason. It's the right thing to do. Well, it is. The Hippocratic Oath is there for a reason. But it's like, I think that's good for family doctors and that sort of a thing. But if you're, say, the Surgeon General of a nation, you've got to think big picture. And whilst we're not thinking that big, we're going to have a settlement of 20, there's a balance to be struck here. So let's start with the Philosophy 101 and get to the job. No, let's...
I could see needing to strike a different balance here.
Is that a twinge of misguided conscience? You should work on suppressing that.
No, I shouldn't.
So, enter the Vault-Tec Workshop, a specialized piece of optometrist equipment that, yes, can improve a patient's eyesight.
That sounds good.
Potentially so much more.
Where did the Overseer go?
The prototype requires a bit, well, a lot.
I might need that.
All right, a staggering quantity of radioactive material. But
I'm having eyesight
the
problems.
results will be worth it.
Radioactive material. Where am I going to get that much nuclear material? Nuclear material. Say, what could possibly go wrong? Your ideas keep getting worse.
Where am I going to get that much nuclear material?
You're in luck.
Oh God, she's done it again.
We chose this site for Vault 88 because our surveys indicate that there's a rich source of uranium deeper inside the caves.
No, there's
dig
not.
deep and get what we need.
No.
I'm greatly honored, sir.
That's really good. She is kind of worrying me. How much radioactive material do we need? Completed the watering hole. This is this one, isn't it? She is seriously worrying me. She really is. You know, every time I hear people say
So
things like this,
strange
oh, you have to
having
make tough decisions.
People about.
What? Visions. Build power the...
Hey there.
I cannot wait to see how the Phoropter turns out.
We haven't had a conversation yet. I was about to talk about you, not to you. Yeah, people keep telling me this. Oh, you're never going to survive in the wasteland if you're so nice and have a conscience. All evidence to the contrary. I've got a conscience. I think I'm a nice guy. Granted, I've got a kill list, or a, I don't know, kill tally that is somewhat akin to Genghis Khan's, but, you know, I still think I'm a nice guy, and I have successfully steered the Commonwealth in a better direction. Yes, I have. You shush. Everyone's like, oh my God, it's a dog-eat-dog world. No, it's not. It's a Frank builds what the hell he wants world. That sounded really selfish. I didn't mean it to sound that way, but what I mean is, if I decide we're going to have a vault with happy people, with good eyesight, that's what we're going to have. I've got to build this thing, haven't I? What is it going to be this time? And it needs power. Yeah, do you know what? I think I want to figure out power assigned to Clem. Can I not move this yet? I can move that. I can't move. I want to move it. You know what? Let's figure out power. I want to get that sussed out because it's sort of annoying me. Now, let's have a look. Let's use a light. Let's use a vault light. I'm gonna use some nicer lights probably for the living area eventually. Okay, so right, this area should have power because that vault light is on there, right? So if I put no power. So that has no power. That has no power. That has no power. I can't move that. That light is... Okay. So none of these lights are actually real. And by real, I mean... Oh, well, this is... Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, we've got power there. Do we have power anywhere else? Do we have power anywhere else? No. Right here, we've got power. Why do we have power here and not... We got it there, there, but not there. So we got something giving us power. In this neighborhood? What the hell is giving us power in this neighborhood? There's nowhere this lights up in this entire vault. No. Okay. There. Okay, it on the floor. Oh, no. Okay, in here it... No, wait. There it lights up. There it... Okay, it lights up. It doesn't light up there. Okay. But it does light up here. It lights up there. In here. And all the way to there. Just... Right, so it's to do with proximity to this thing, right? Because we got power here. Oh. Mind you, the thing is, I've got conduits here. So do I have to just place more conduits further and further? But why is it working down there? Why is there an option to add lights? Okay, this is really freaking me out a little bit. So I can connect lights down... Oh, wait. No. Once they get that far away, they have to be lowered down? Oh, is it because then it's higher than this? And the high... Does this mean that if I put these high up, they eventually go off? Let's... Okay. So it's like a bubble. It's like a bubble around this thing. It's a bubble. It's a big bloody bubble. But then why am I able to get up? Because those things extend it? Is that what it is? I mean, I can't put this thing here, but I can put it here. Sorry, Clem. I've just got to... Oh, no, don't scrap it. Put it... No, this thing's still... Is it because of those? But does this mean it now is... It won't go as far? No, it's still... Okay. And why won't it do it on this side? Why won't it do it on this side? Oh, whoa. It'll do it if it's low on this side. Just not if it's on the wall. But on this side, it'll go all the way up here. So the... missing something? Override. We have got... It must be these power cables. It must be these power cables, even though... I feel like... Oh. Clem assigned to that. Clem, can I just assign you to this? Oh. How do I assign you? I can't. Fine, I'm gonna plug this back in because honestly it's right, okay, let's put it back. Because I might as well get some use out of it. Oh, is that floating? Why is it not selecting at the center now? Why have I got... It's being really flaky now. It is being more than a little flaky. So, is it, do I have to run conduit pipes all the way? Okay, that's not what I want to do. I want to select that. Why won't that, so that won't actually go on the wall. It has to go on one of the supporting things, otherwise it looks a little strange. It'll, look at it, if I go on that side, everything's fine. Go on this side, everything's not fine. So there it'll light, there it won't. I tell you what, let's think of this a different way. Let's do this a different testing way. Let's make another wall conduit like there, and then okay, right now, so it is. It's standard conduits, and then there's a radius somewhere near. Probably still has to be kind of. No, it's not. This side's still got it on there. Okay, this really is freaking me out. So this, I mean, I don't want things like that anyway. I'm going to want pipes to be run, if anything. But how much have I got? These require rubber and copper. They're going to require so bloody much stuff. Conduit switch. This is not going to be easy. And I can't even put these wires on the outside of this place. That just... So how the hell are the lights on here? This is the big question. This is the $1 million question. Why is it I can get the lights working in that one corridor piece? Right... Low and high. So it can be higher on this side than this. It's got to be a lot lower on... Oh no, it's got to be low on this side as... I am a tiny bit lost. Yes, I am. There seems to be some conduit type things in... Wait a minute. They're not in conduits, they're in connectors and switches. In connectors and switches, we've got our own power conduits for the vault. Probably they look a little more... Yeah, I guess they look a little better. They don't float. See, those are floating. These don't float. Okay, well that's good to know. Why are they in that section? This power conduit may be snapped onto vault structures to transmit power from them. Okay. Onto vault structures. Snapped into vault structures to transmit power from them. How do I... Vault structures. Does it have to be something I've built? Is it only... snappable on something I've put in place myself? It is! Okay, so I have to have built it... Okay. Oh! Does it? I could put these anywhere. Can I put these like anywhere and they will transmit power not to the entire room, but okay, that's not what I want. Wall top. Oh, that wall top has a built-in light. That wall top, oh god, where's my test light? No. You right. So this, okay. It gives off power. Right, so where does this mean I don't have to wire these up? I don't actually have to wire this up. It gets... Although I can connect a wire from it. It's remote control power. Oh, wait, can I? Come on. No. How about on the... No, it's got to be on the inside then. It's got to be on the inside. But it could be, we could place it, we can place these things like up there and okay. Something like this. And then we get coverage over the entire place. Why do those lights give off so much more light than the light I placed? Wall light. See, I placed this one. It doesn't give off any real light, in my opinion. This... Oh. No, wait a minute. Neither does... I placed those as well. Then why? Because it's ambient light. It's ambient light. These lights are actually doing very, very little. I thought that light was placed with the wall itself. It's not. Wall top. I want to... There we go. Let's take that down. Okay. Then I have the power system figured out. I guess this means I could also... Can I use these things? Like, I suppose I could. But it's probably actually better to just have these placed all over the... Right, so for example, if I wanted... Oh, right, if I want this photo, whatever it is, thing set up, I can set it up here just by... I'm assuming I can move these things, so let's just go and take the bike and move it into that area so people can train on it. And... Oh, God. I'll still be able to control it from my experimentation room. I need to make an experimentation room, not an experimentation room, a control room. I need to make a control room where I provide nice things for my my people. So then I just do I have to wire it? Wait a minute. Oh no, it produces power, but don't I need to wire it up if it wants to provide power? I think I do. I don't know where I'm going to leave this, to be honest. I'm not totally sure anyone's... You know what? Excuse me. I know this is going to sound weird. Can you...
Okay.
I mean, I don't really need the power from this, but can you just do it? Because I want to see someone using it that's not Clem. Alright, okay, well, yeah, I probably do need to wire it up, but... Oh, it's not going to let me now. Nope. Oh, I can do it like that, at the back. So probably what I have to do is turn it so then she's adding power. Power 185, right? She's producing some power. Let's kill the wire. No, she's still... Okay, I'm just going to... Tell you to go over there. Is she... There you go. No, so it doesn't even need to be wired up. It transmits the power. The very fact that she's been...
Got it.
Unassigned reduced the power by 2 points. It's going to go up to 185 now without the wire. Ah, there you go. Right, stop doing that. I feel guilty. I feel like I'm working you. This should be a voluntary act. All right, I now know how to power the place. Yes, I do. And I can...
Sure.
No, that's not what I wanted. Sorry, I forgot I had you still assigned. Go over there. Go over there. I want to move the bike. I want to move the bike. Yes, I do. And now I move this to here. This definitely needs to be in a laboratory, doesn't it? It produces happiness. It produces happiness? That's kind of cool. So put it there. It does require power. I'm going to assume... Can I connect that to that? Power it directly. Probably I have to do this. This is one of those ones that manually needs power. Let's have a look. Yeah, no, it says it's not got power yet. Okay. Now it's got power. Connect a terminal to the phoropter and select an experiment. I've actually already kind of done that. Probably what I would actually do is to make this look a little neater. I know I'm not going to leave it here, so why I'm bothering with this is beyond me. But I am. It's probably the way I want... Oh, God. Probably want to do something more like that. It looks neater. Leave me alone. There are some people out there who are totally with me on this. Totally with me on this. In fact, they're going, yeah, but just make sure you move the thing across a little bit so it looks a bit more. There you go. Right. Okay. So, oh, Clem, I have to pick an experiment. Yes, I do. Should I move the console into there? Should they really see me, like, you know, cackling like a maniac as I pick experiments for them? Probably not. Okay. Oh! So, interesting. This is not connected, even though, let's not do that actually, because I'll probably lose it and never find it again. Even though the place is wired, it's not connected via a network the way it would be with this. And I'm wondering, is that still true if I do this? If I place this here and then wire to there, do I have... I mean, I've got power, but am I wired? Oh, I am. Okay, so I do actually have a wireless network. That's a bit of a relief, because that means I can then control everything from here. Not that I'm actually going to do that though, because that was just a test. Let's place it more over here. I want to have a little bit more hands-on. So then we connect it. I'm just going to connect it No, let's connect it down there. That looks a little neater, doesn't it? Looks pretty bad, actually. If it was a permanent thing, I'd do a better job. Yes, I would. I'd probably use some proper conduits. Phoropter experiment. Is it looking more fish-eyed than last time? I need a better terminal. Subliminal messages, Vault monitoring, improved eye care. Notes from Dr. Braun. The challenge I put before you is to find a way to turn a simple eye exam into something that furthers Vault-Tec ambitions. Surely making people's eyesight better actually is an improvement. A, they're happier. Happy people, more productive. B, people with good eyesight, less likely to shoot each other in an attack, you know? The Phoropter is an excellent delivery mechanism because it's infrequent enough and arcane enough that if anything slightly irregular occurs, no one would know. Okay. I expect great things from each of the teams. I don't. Subliminal messages. R&D notes. R&D has designed a series of microflash images which, when played repeatedly in a loop, have a statistically significant positive effect on the test subject's view of the Vault. Vault-Tec and Overseers specifically. We never quite perfected an eye drop formula that was both effective and didn't cause long-lasting eye trauma, but we're still working on that. Note, the lab had further advantages of electroshocks and physical restraints, so your mileage may vary in the field trials. Okay. We're not... hypnotizing our vault dwellers into being happy. Vault monitoring. That does sound useful. Why do I know it's going to be nefarious? This one team's walrus, don't ask, is very proud of Dr. Braun, a small MRI specifically designed to fit into the photoreceptor when fed enough power and imaging can process the visual information response from stimuli. In layman's terms, it can read a test subject's mind and show an actual picture of what they're thinking about. Yeah, nefarious. I was thinking it would monitor them, their health, report back to us, and that sort of thing. That's the promise at least, but the images are very grainy and indistinct. Starting from the standard Rorschach tests with hundreds of volunteers, our computers could reliably identify these images with 71% accuracy. It's still early days, but the promise of getting involuntary glimpses into population's mind could be a game changer for Vault management. How about, instead of trying to figure out what they're thinking about, just make them happy. Trust me, happy people are actually an asset. They're easier to control. There's an argument to be made that terrified people are also easy to control, which is true, but the control you get with terrified people is somewhat transient, and you need to keep the fear levels at maximum for long periods of time, and it does tend to wear off. And when it does, they tend to turn on you, the fear giver. Whereas if you've been trying to make them happy, even if something happens and it does, so to speak, wear off, they generally recognise you did your best and don't, chop your head off kind of thing. Not to mention the fact that it's morally slightly more on the right side. Improved eye care. R&D notes. Simple synopsis of this experiment, Ted. His team made a better tool for optometrists everywhere. That's it, nothing else. Please process my request to reassign his whole team somewhere far away and cold. I'm a Ted kind of guy, aren't I? I'm a Ted kind of guy. We're going to make everyone's eyesight better. There we go. Talk with the overseer and Clem. The overseer's going to be really unhappy. On the bright side, I can now move Clem away from the other thing and move the coffee desk in. Okay. Clem?
Let's trade some things.
No, let's not trade. She said talk to Clem and the overseer. The overseer's coming. She's not going to be happy. Am I going to have to shoot her? Probably shouldn't be using that. Maybe that. Maybe that. I'm not saying I'm going to have to attack. You're thirsty from lack of water. Do you mind if I drink? I'm a little parched. Yes, indeed. Parched and peckish. I'm not preparing my weapons just in case you happen to be a homicidal maniac. Not that I think you are. You are. But, she is. Okay, done.
Hi.
Looks like we have our
jumpsuit really be
first
that bad?
patient. Yes.
Oh, God.
Before we begin, Clem, how do you feel about children?
They're all right, I guess.
You ever planning on having any?
I don't know. Why are you asking?
Just idle chatter. Go on.
You're not.
Hi, you here for an eye exam with the
No.
I guess.
I thought
Go
Clem
ahead,
was going to
get
sit. Clem was going to sit in it. I didn't think he was going to operate it. We don't want him operating this. Are you kidding me? He's good.
So, what do I do?
Panic.
Just stay still.
So I just sit here.
Yeah. The machine will do the rest.
This thing's creeping me out.
All done. It says you got, minor eye infection.
Oh,
Some
God.
eye drops will clear it up.
Thanks.
And that's it? Nothing else?
No, Lady Overseer, exam's all done.
Well, that's good. We found a problem. We fixed a problem. We have one even healthier Vault Dweller.
I ain't never tasted, anything like Vault 88 soda.
See? Happy people. Productive people. You're going to shout at me, aren't you?
Finally, Vault 88's work can truly begin.
Okay, she took that better than I was expecting. Oh yeah, we have to fix your
So I just
hand,
keep
don't
peddling?
we? Okay, he has a laser, a pincer, and a saw. That should be good, right? Do you used to have a flamethrower? I think you used to have a flamethrower. Right, I've got to talk with the
Side
test... Oh, God. Don't do that. Test subject. Talk to the test subject. Don't blow the test subject up. Test subject was... She seems fine.
Never had an eye exam before.
Okay, we're not...
It wasn't so bad, I guess. Why are you doing this stuff, anyhow?
We're trying to look after you. I don't have a good answer to that. I want to make this vault, these experimental devices could make life better for everyone. They could.
But why won't you? These experimental devices could make life better. For everyone.
Huh. No shit. I figured coming down here was too good to be true. But I might have misjudged you. Might tell my friends it's a good thing down here. Thanks. I guess.
You know, you're welcome. You're welcome. Report to the Overseer. Right. See? You see, Overseer, we've got a nice place for them to stay. Nicer than when you were living here. Can I just point out that since I've been here, you were living in a tiny little, I don't know, caravan? And with rubble everywhere. Now we've got a clean space. We've got this giant room to start with. We've got power. We've got water. We're getting food imported. And we have people. And we even have defenses. We're actually pretty well defended. You see?
So one of our residents is happy.
Yes.
That's completely irrelevant.
No, it's not.
We should be making hard choices to improve the effectiveness of the vault. Instead, you spend your time pandering to their every whim.
You're an idiot. The vault is people. It's the same with cities. It's the same with countries. They're not about the landmass. They're about the people. Okay? I'm improving people's lives. I'm not going to apologize for that. You're a psychopath. You know that. Yeah. Don't you want to make your residents' lives better? No. So what's the next job? No, I'm not. I'm sorry. We're improving people's lives. And if the experiments for Vault-Tec were not supposed to improve humanity, I know they were misguided experiments, they were terrible experiments, and they probably weren't going to improve life for anyone except the people who owned Vault-Tec. But, you know, they should have been looking at experiments that were going to make humanity's life better. And I know that's the sort of argument you get. Oh, no, they were going to make tough decisions to make humanity survivable. I make humanity survivable. You know how I do it? I make people happy, I protect them, and anyone who comes for them, I shoot them, and I hit them with my hammer. That's how we roll.
I'm improving people's lives. I'm not going to apologize for that.
I just don't understand you. Please.
I'm building a
make this
nation!
next one count. This last experiment is my pride and joy.
Oh, God.
Following in the footsteps of Dr. Braun and the others, I have spent my time devising my very own prototype. Its premise is this. We are all flawed creatures, each with our own vices. What if our vault didn't pointlessly try to stamp out these predilections, and instead harnessed them?
I have got this mental image of you somehow trying to connect people to a machine that shows them pornography and then generates power by what comes next. And I am never going to get that image out of my brain ever again. What vices are you talking about? Toying with people's dark sides could blow up in our faces. It depends what
What vices are you talking about?
Well, greed. The schematic is for a slot machine.
Oh.
I designed it to be as enticing as possible. Choose the experimental parameters, and let's see how it fares in the field.
Slot machine! Yeah, the fact that my mind went somewhere else when she talked about darker impulses and vices probably speaks more about me than her, right? Yeah. Okay. She's going to make a slot machine. What? That's going to make us money? I'm okay with that. That sounds reasonable. I mean, because it'll be fun. It produces happiness and money. I don't mind us making a bit of money. Like, you know, I mean, that sounds perfectly reasonable. We've got to wire it up. Does it require... It does require power. I'm going to leave that one wired up for now. Let's go to... Oh, God. Right. Another one of these. Right. And just not worry too much about. Okay. Connect a terminal to the slot machine. Now... It should be connected, right? We're in the wireless power system. I know it's not really wireless. These are actually all wired, probably through the walls or something, right? Oh, that's a good point. That is a good point. I should leave these doors open. I really should. Right. Let's do a bit of a test of that theory. What the hell is he doing? I'm testing whether or not it's just a distance from each of these bubbles, or whether they need to be connected via building blocks somehow. And I'm going to do that by building something like that. Now, I need to now go to... It's this one, right? Yes. And voila. And then I need something that requires power. Something that requires power that I might be able to use. Let's just make a turret. Let's face it, I'm going to make more turrets eventually. So let's have a shotgun turret. Okay, so it's got power. It's got power. So it's just a radius, or... No! It needs to be connected. It needs to be connected to the building. So the power lines run through the walls or the floor, or both. Probably. Probably both. Yeah? Doors, structures, doors. Don't want structures, doors. I want that vault. And let's put the floor back in. Yay! Oh, brilliant. Excellent. Oh, this is fun. This is like... Yay! Alright, okay, so what the hell was I supposed to be doing now? Yes. Terminal. Use. Slot machine experiment. Indentured servitude. Customer profiling. Lost revenue. Notes from Overseer Barstow. Gambling is alluring by its very nature. Casinos throughout the country have spent millions to further refine its appeal. An in-depth analysis of the techniques involved in Commonwealth psychology today gave me the inspiration to use gambling as a positive motivational force in the Vault. The big unanswered question is, what's the best way to use this device? Options. A. The device could manipulate probability to first entice the subject, then later drain them of all financial resources. This would ensure the maximum amount of revenue for the Vault. This is the indentured servitude parameter. Right. This, unfortunately, does have the problem of then draining the resources of your population. They then can't buy things they want, which would make them happy and more productive. I guess what you're hoping is they would become hopelessly addicted to gambling. The machine is capable of identifying behavior. What's this one? I'm going to go back. The machine itself could be a standard game of chance. The machine is capable of identifying behavior and allowing the overseer to track those who with degenerate behavior. Customer profiling. Okay. If there's time for a control, the probability could be adjusted to maximize the returns, i.e. gamblers will win more often than not. Undoubtedly, this would prove popular and expensive, but the lost revenue parameter should only be chosen for A/B testing. Here's the thing. I don't want to lose money. I mean, you know, this is gambling. If they want to gamble... If they want to gamble, they should gamble, right? I mean, customer profiling... wait a minute. This... Notes from Overseer Barlow. Device could be... This one's too severe. I don't want to sort of hypnotize them or figure out ways of enticing them all to become complete gambling aholics. That could backfire on you as well. If they spend all day trying to find ways to gamble, they're going to be not thinking about their work, not thinking about their families, not thinking about, you know, guarding the posts and so on. So we don't really want that. The machine itself could be a standard game of chance. The machine is capable of identifying behavior and allowing the Overseer to track those with degenerate behavior. So we could actually see those who've got a problem and then interfere. If it's time for a control, the probability would be adjusted to maximize the returns, i.e. gamblers would win more often than not. Does this mean we're going to end up having to take a loss? I mean, it's called the lost revenue. Gamblers will win more often than not. I mean, we're going to lose money if we have that selection. I don't actually want to lose money to them. That sounds kind of stupid. I think this one, customer, but it sounds a little nefarious. Keeping track of them. That's got a kind of NSA spying thing. This has got a mafia, let's get them hooked and indebted for life. This has got a NSA vibe to it, but this has got a, oh my god, you're going to lose money. I know I've got tons of money, and I know, again, if I make them happy... I should make them happy, shouldn't I? I should make them happy. I should make them... Oh, fine, I'm going to make them happy. I mean, I want to make them happy. I want the... It's not that I like this option. I'm just not at all happy with the other two options. The whole monitoring them for deviant behaviour thing. Not comfortable with that. That definitely goes against my... better nature. So there we go. Lost revenue. She's gonna freak. She's gonna freak. She is gonna freak. Let Clem gamble for an hour. Can we not change them? Can we not change them? I mean, you know, if it doesn't work, she's gonna hate me. Okay, where's Clem? Clem? Oh, do I have to assign
I'll
you?
do well. Promise.
Yeah, you will. Oh, I think it's already got someone assigned. Okay. Oh, it's wrong one. Oh, of course, it's this one. Right. So I've got to let him gamble for an hour. And...
You gotta try this slot machine. It's the best.
Right. So while he does that, maybe I should wander around the vault in power armor and figure out what I'm going to build where. I definitely need power armor for that, because we do seem to be getting a lot of uninvited guests. That and the fact that I have a feeling next time I speak to the Overseer, I might actually want to be in power armor.
You'll be unstoppable in that.
Everybody else on the planet probably knew that these turrets had little lights on the front. But I've only just realised it. In fact, I would never have noticed if it weren't for this little light on the wet floor here. Having placed these turrets on the floor in a dark tunnel, I've noticed this little green light. And on closer inspection, they have this tiny green light at the front. And I just didn't know that. I really did not know that. See? The things you didn't realise that you didn't know. I have found out that building this vault is going to be slightly more complex than I thought, or in fact bordering on impossible. My original plan was to extend the vault down here. I wasn't sure how I was going to extend it through here. In fact, I pretty much figured I couldn't, and that I would have some sort of security gate here. But that I would be able to have a vault that went all the way down to the water plant, and then of course had an exit allowing engineers to go and work on the water plant. The problem is the vault parts don't really fit, strangely enough, in this place that was selected for a vault. They fit exactly in the tunnel, Although, as you start crawling up, you can see it gets a bit tight. Further up, there are some places where it clips with pipes or girders, but not that you would be able to... No, there you go, you can see from the inside. However, as you can see, it's sloped, and these flat pieces won't do the job. There are sloped pieces, but you have no control over the angle, these stair pieces, and they're too sloped. So you can't do it. You can't have a vault tunnel coming down here. Which means I'm not going to have one massively connected vault. I suppose in theory they just felt like you were going to build the vault in this area.
Are you certain I'm the man for the job, sir?
Absolutely, you are definitely the man. Which job are we talking about? If you'd like to serve coffee, we probably can set you up there. I mean, I can almost certainly build down here, and even over the edge here. I think I can remove these railings. Yes, I can. So I can almost certainly go in this direction, which means it's not that I lack room. It's just this one little area is going to require the vault engineers to leave the vault. And when they do that, they're going to see the fact that they are living in a cavern, not in a vault. I know they already probably know that. I just want the illusion of living... Well, you know what it's like. When you're in a vault, you're supposed to feel like, you know, on the other side of the wall is just stone and earth. I do plan on moving the windows eventually to give it a proper vault feel. And I was even thinking of having windows like that and then having fake gardens on the outside just to make it look cool but still feel like a vault. But the engineers are going to have to walk out of a door and then they're going to turn around and see. I suppose what I could do is build a wall across here with a doorway and just have the vault go up to there, and then it'll exit on a... That would probably work, wouldn't it? Yes, the illusion of vaultiness is important. Yes, it is. Okay, right, here's the thing. I've done an inspection. I've got a vague idea of what I want to build and where I want to build it. I've decided residential buildings, residential sector. Residential sector is going to be down there. We're going to probably have engineering sector down here, and I was thinking of having a kind of hydroponics area, food growing bit, over there near these they're not even entrances, round things, tunnel exits that are blocked off. I'm just going to have some sort of open access down there to the water purification plant and to that other exit. I'll figure something out. What I've got to do now is talk to the overseer. Apparently, Clem has been busy gambling and is now ready to report.
I win again.
Yeah, I did that. That's probably a bad idea. Probably we're supposed to make some money from this. I didn't like the whole... And we can keep track of the Vault Dwellers' movements. Kind of aspect of it. No, I didn't.
I just can't lose. You gotta try this, this slot machine.
On the bright
It's the
side,
best.
think of it this way.
Let's check in with Clem.
It's going to
Oh.
keep him
Hi.
occupied.
That slot machine thingy is a hoot.
That's good.
Than's a lot for
We don't want him
letting me
unoccupied.
try it, Lady Overseer.
I'm so glad you're enjoying yourself.
You're not mad? Don't mind the power... Okay. Don't mind the power armor. I was just doing some clearing in an area that looked a little dangerous. It's nothing to do with you, honest. After all the experiments, what are your thoughts? I'm tired of running all these tests. I'm happy with how the machine turned out. Yes, I am. Aren't you? He says.
I'm happy with how the machine turned out.
You do realize the lost revenue parameter loses revenue, right?
Yes.
It's done. Finally. Hundreds of years of refining and planning. And it's an unmitigated disaster. Residents wasting time and valuable resources.
But this place is the best, Lady Overseer. Everyone says so.
You
See?
see, this is what you've done.
Yeah, I've made a vault. Everyone...
88 was supposed to be magnificent.
And
I
terrifying.
cannot stand to be in this cheery purgatory you've concocted.
Okay. Don't you see all your prototypes works? The people's lives are better. Look, seriously, I know it uses valuable resources. Here's the thing. I've got a bit of a confession to make. I'm a complete lootaholic. We have got resources. Resources out the yin-yang. I've also got an awful lot of caps. I mean, more caps. I was about to say more caps than I could spend. That's actually a bit of a lie. But enough caps that I could buy pretty much everything we need. Do you want to know what the hardest resource is in the settlements? Do you know what it is? Happiness. It's the killer. That and defense. I've got that covered though. Well, I will have it covered. Happiness is like such a difficult one. And here's the thing. We have a vault everyone wants to live in. Everyone will be clamoring to get here. And we can choose the best people. You know, people not exactly like Clem. And turn this into sort of a... Ooh, we could turn it into a kind of... The central hub of the new Commonwealth. The control centre. Actually, that makes me want to laugh maniacally when I say so. Probably shouldn't do that around her. It's probably contagious. Anyway, look, seriously, don't you see? All your prototypes worked. The people's lives are better.
Don't you see? All your prototypes worked. The people's lives are better.
Is that even English you're speaking? What you say is nonsense. I take my leave of this wreckage you call a
No, don't go, don't.
I hope you get what you deserve. Overseer.
Okay. She gave me her vault suit. Okay. No. Hey.
Excuse me.
Please, take care of the vault.
I will, but why are you leaving? Don't leave. Don't leave. Probably best if she does leave. She's a bit evil, isn't she? She's just... But I feel guilty. It's been her vault. And, you know... Come on, I'm going to build it up. I'm planning on... Is that it? Is that... To the mattress. So then just... You're going to walk out now. I've built you this
Please.
Lovely office.
Take care of the vault.
Fine. We're going to do great. I'm going to turn this into a shining beacon of hope. We need a new overseer. Do you think Clem is up to the job of overseer?